So we got the Kioti DK5320SE HST. We traded our Kubota M7060 in. We went with the Kioti. Excellent customer service with the dealer I dealt with, and for the difference in price, from what I saved from 53 horsepower Kioti to similar tractor with the same setup with Kubota, paid for that Backhoe right there. So I saved about $10,000 just from going with Kioti. And I think most of you know Kioti, strong machine. They're right up there in the top running with any of the rest of the heavy hitters. So with this one we went with the front mount snowblower. I think we're gonna love this edition this winter. This front mount snowblower is a commercial grade. We got our chain on the side, it's one straight shaft right through. And this snowblower is a KS74 240. So it's 74 inches. We went with the hydraulic chute and deflector. This snowblower is made by Normand up in Quebec. Normand makes a good snowblower. They've been around a long time. We went with the R14 tires. They're pretty much the best tread all around. Good in snow, good in dirt. And they won't wear as quick on the asphalt. So I got 130 hours on this machine. So I've got to run it quite a bit throughout the summer. And not an issue with it so far. I actually love the tractor. It's the perfect size for getting in around tight areas, doing small jobs, small dirt work jobs. It's a little, there's not a whole lot of clearance underneath. That is one thing. You just got to be careful. So this is the DK model. So it's not quite as fancy as the CK or the NX, but I didn't really need it. I don't use my 3-point hitch a whole lot. I didn't need the telescopic arms. This one come with 2 rear remotes for the Backhoe. Little toolbox here. I'm not going to go into big depth with this walk around because there's a lot of videos on this tractor and the guys do a heck of a lot better job than I would. Inside the cab we just went with our regular seat, but it's a nice cab. Stereo, heat and AC. I like this here. This engages your mid-PTO. You just leave that up and then you control, turn it on and off with your normal PTO switch over there. I like where the loader joystick is, and these 2 front buttons here run your deflector, and this side to side runs your chute direction for your snowblower. Like I said, it's not as fancy as the NX. You don't have cruise control, auto idle, but I don't need that stuff. And you save quite a bit by going with this model as well. And I got the hydrostatic transmission. That's what I missed the most when I had that Kubota. I mean, that Kubota was an awesome tractor. You can't beat Kubota. Had nothing but the best of luck with that tractor. I had it 4 years, and but it was manual, so a lot of shifting in around driveways doing snow removal. This hydrostatic's going to be sweet. So you can switch your stereo to auxiliary if you want to play your tunes on your phone. Phone charger there. Another port there. Light switches, windshield wipers over there. Yeah, pretty basics. Got tilt steering. Your brake, park brake, your blinkers, horn, all that stuff on there. This is your low, medium, and high range. This is your 4-wheel drive. Everything's mechanical. That's what I like about it too. There's not much electronics to this tractor that can go wrong over the years. Your 3-point hitch lever. Here's your idle, up or down. Yeah, pretty basic. Stuff's easy to get at, just what I like. It's a 53 horsepower. Should have lots of power to blow the snow with that blower. Like I said, I like everything about this tractor. If there was one thing that I would point out that they could upgrade, Kioti went with LED lights here in the front, but they're useless. when you load her on, you can't see because the loader blocks them, and with the snowblower, I don't think it's going to be much of a difference when you get that blower raised up. I don't know why they never went with the LED lights up top, but I'll be switching those out because they are garbage. You can't see anything with those old yellow halogen bulbs up top and in the back. So it's not a big change to switch them out. Just order a couple lights, LED lights off Amazon, and swap them out. But we got the defrost in the back. Yeah, like I said, there's more in-depth videos online on YouTube. It does a heck of a lot better job than me. I just wanted to show you guys what we went with this year, the package. We're really going to enjoy that front mount blower. I know years ago we had the John Deere with the front mount blower. It was pretty small. But as our business grew, we picked up a lot more driveways. We couldn't really keep up with that small of a tractor, but I think this one's going to do the job just fine. With the Kubota, we had the rear blower on the back 3-point hitch and the pusher on the front. It was nice, but there was a lot of driveways that you had to use the blower, and we all know what them backup rear mount blowers do to your neck. You're not long getting tired of those. So this is going to be nice. You can direct the snow whichever way the wind's blowing, so it's not blowing in your windshield and blinding you. What else? One thing I didn't do is load the rear tires. I wish I had of, but I think what I'm going to do is pick up a ballast box, fill it with concrete, put a couple of pipes in it for shovels. That'll cure that problem, being light on the rear. Another thing I noticed with this tractor is the power of the lifting power with the loader. If you don't have weight on the back end, there's no stopping what that loader will pick up for gravel, and it'll pick the ass of the loader right off the ground. So I pretty much have to have the backhoe on all the time whenever I'm moving dirt, because I don't have a ballast box. But pretty much all summer I leave the backhoe on anyway. But it's pretty simple to take on and off. 2 pins, and yeah, once you do it 2 or 3 times, it's a 5-minute job to take that backhoe off. So this is the KB 2485. We got the manual thumb, tooth bucket. It's really surprising how strong that little backhoe is. We went with the rubber pads on the outriggers for working on asphalt. I'm really happy that I went with this backhoe, the machine. That was another thing with the Kubota. We couldn't get a backhoe to fit the Kubota, and I didn't want to. You can buy aftermarket backhoes to fit the 3-point hitch, but they say it's not recommended because it'll twist your 3-point hitch arms. The proper way is to do a hard mount right on your tractor frame. So that's what we went with. Yeah, we're very happy with that. We've had to use it quite a bit this summer for jobs. Picked up some extra business with it. Here's our front end loader. We got the KL5521. Went with, can't really tell on there because of the snow, but we went with a bolt-on cutting edge. And we went with the 3rd function on the front, those hydraulic ports. And it's a very quick attachment to take on and off as well once you do it a couple times. Nothing to it. The only thing I wished I don't think Kioti has it yet on their tractors, but I wish they would come out with it, is a hydraulic disconnect, because I'm always going from the bucket to the forks, and you get tired of jumping in and out ripping those levers. But that's minor complaints. We picked up a set of forks. Anybody that's looking for a tractor or thinking about buying a tractor, 2 most important things would be your front loader and your forks. I use them all the time, those forks. This year we went with the Kioti grapple KG 2060, and I use that thing all the time through the summer. It works great for picking up brush, logs, wood, sticks, rocks, whatever you want to grab, it'll grab. And we plug that into the 3rd function, run that off your loader joystick, those 2 orange buttons that run the deflector on the blower. It works great. Really happy with the grapple. So yeah, that's about it. Can't really think of anything else. Good luck with it so far, not any issues at all. The only complaint would be the lights, top lights, and we'll fix that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.